You're watching E.T.N. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to talk more Star Wars. Yes, and in this particular video, I want to discuss Luke Skywalker, coming back for the next trilogy, and I'm very excited about this. Obviously, when some of us older folk first went to see Star Wars back in the day, Luke was the big hero. And, you know, it was great when we saw the next trilogy. You got Obi-Wan, you got Qui-Gon, Anakin, of course, until he turned to the dark side. But there's always been something special about the character Luke Skywalker. Even in the first of the trilogy, A New Hope, you know, even now when I watch it, I'm like, boy, he was really whiny. You know, like so whiny. But when you see the transition from him in A New Hope all the way to Jedi, it's a great, great growth. And one of the things I think about when I think about this trilogy is, we do know that at some point, they're going to want to focus on the younger characters, this new breed of rebellion or Jedi that are coming into the fold. And it kind of makes you wonder just how much room does that leave for Luke? You know what I mean? In other words, is he going to take a step back as a character and just kind of be in the shadows or not in the shadows per se, but he's not going to be the focus is what I'm saying. And it's going to be hard for a lot of Star Wars fans to see him in that role. So my question in this video is, will they kill Luke? And if they do, to what, like how, I mean, I do know that if he dies, it's going to be something dramatic. It's going to be something that we could, while sad, we could sit there and say, damn, he went out like a champ. He went out like a Jedi. But the question is, when? You know, like, it's easy to assume maybe the first movie, because then you'll take these young characters and they can grow on their own throughout the next two movies. But then you wonder if he's going to take another Jedi or train a Jedi or train somebody to become a Jedi, then that's not something you can learn all in one movie. And we saw that in the other trilogy, that he learned what he could from Obi-Wan. And when Obi-Wan passed away, Obi-Wan sent him off to Yoda. And Yoda told him everything he could before Yoda took off. We don't know if we're going to get that here because Luke is the only Jedi. So now it kind of makes you wonder, will he be in this whole trilogy and just be a teacher to a new pupil who's going to slowly step up? And if they do, and I do think they're going to kill him off. It's just a matter of what movie will they do it. You could probably make an argument for any of them, but I think it definitely has to happen before the third. I think the third movie would probably be the pupil going out and defeating the very person that killed his teacher. So like old martial arts type shit. And, but you could also make the case like in the first movie, because obviously Obi-Wan died in A New Hope right in front of Luke when he was fighting Vader. And it's not really that Vader killed him. He was just done. He was really ready to be one with the Force. And that was it. And it kind of makes you wonder where, Luke, you do get this feeling that he's going to go. You just do. It's almost inevitable. And if he makes it through the whole trilogy, then that's great. Hey, look, I'm all for it. But I think that at some point, to make room for the new Jedi, the character has to go. He has to step back to let the new character shine. One thing I will say is this. I definitely want to see a Luke Skywalker lightsaber battle. And I know for a fact we'll probably get one. But the reason I'm excited to see it is because you know that this time, it's not going to be Luke doing this. You know for a fact that they're going to get this man some training and he's going to be doing some wicked shit that we never got to see before. And there's no reason why he can't do it. Christopher Lee, back in the early days when the second trilogy came out, he was, even then was he was a seasoned veteran. He was an old guy, much older than Mark Hamill is now. And Christopher Lee pulled off some pretty decent moves, all things considered. Now, take into consideration that Mark Hamill is a good chunk younger than Christopher Lee was at that time, and he is getting in shape. If you read the articles, he is working out to get in shape. I would love to see Luke Skywalker pull off some sick moves, just some sick lightsaber moves, and I think I'm going to look forward to that. But in terms of him dying, if I had to make a prediction, I don't think he's going to make it to the third movie. I think the third movie is going to focus on this new Jedi that he has trained. If he trains one, we don't know. It could be very little Jedi in this trilogy. And I think either A, he's gonna go in either the first or second movie. That's my opinion. I think it's one or the other he's gonna go. So if I had to predict which movie he's gonna die in, I think it's the second movie. I think he'll go in the second movie. I think the second movie is enough time between the first and that one to get training into this new potential Jedi, and then for that Jedi to be strong enough to carry over into the third movie by themselves and defeat the ultimate evil. That's my prediction. I think Luke Skywalker dies by combat to another Sith, a new Sith, younger, more ferocious than Darth Maul was, and he takes down Luke in a dramatic fight. A very, very, it's a new power that Luke hasn't experienced before. That's what kind of gets him. And he's older now. Let's face it, he's older. He's probably at this point ready to be one with the Force as well. So, and I think he'll let himself go with the Force when he feels his pupils ready. And, because let's face it, as far as we know right now, there is no other Jedi that can train whoever Luke decides to train. So it should be pretty exciting. But nonetheless, that Luke battle, the Luke lightsaber, I want to see Luke doing moves like Ewan McGregor did, and, Liam Neeson did in the first movie. None of this shit anymore. No. Luke, I want to see Luke twirling shit around, stuff we never got to see before. That's going to be exciting. So what do you think? Do you think Luke is going to die in this trilogy? Do you think he'll make it through the whole thing? If you do think he's going to die, which movie do you think he's going to die in, and how? Let me know in the comments below. Should be pretty exciting to see what this discussion brings up, what people think, and then come back here later after the movie and see who was right or see if we were all wrong. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit E.T.N's Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description.